Now they put some pressure.
Good job, boy. Jordan did a good job jumping right in front of Kobe, and both players getting a little bit of a laugh there. Watch this. Boy, Jordan steps out and takes that lane away immediately.
By Jordan and Stackhouse. Back to Kobe, runs over Michael Jordan. That's going to be a charging foul, and Kobe just picked up his fourth personal foul. And Kobe is kind of mocking, having some good fun.
Directly at you when he stated that. And a loose ball foul. And Klay Thompson is really in some pain right now, grabbing his left leg, being helped up by Jordan Bell, who just checked in.
J.R. Smith slipped into Klay Thompson.
And not a dirty play, he just slipped into him, unfortunately.
So Thompson trying to walk it off, and it's going to go to the bench. Obviously an awkward position for that left leg. Crowd booing J.R. Smith. He's just trying to go for the ball there.
And he slipped.
You can tell by the reaction of a player right away, the way
Love off the dribble. And that's where Cleveland, to me, is different than Houston. Love is going to have a hard time switching on to Curry, switching on to Durant, and containing the ball.
Look at the Lakers again. I mean, but when you're trying to get the last shot, how do you give up that type of a play? See, Blake doesn't want to have anything to do with it, but after he walked it off, he cooled it off a little bit, he did go over to Kuzma and, give him some dap. Those are dangerous type of plays. Very dangerous.
Argument earlier, frustrated over some defense. James really got in his face. But then a short time after this argument, Rio, that's what they call Mario Chalmers. I was wrong, my bad.
That's great leadership. I tell you, when we talked about LeBron being a great teammate, I mean, obviously this guy is the king. And for him to look at that in that situation and say, hey, I was wrong, speaks volumes to his teammates and his coaches.
So Tyrone Wallace, who was just called up from the G League, getting his first action. Blake Griffin just threw it away. Blake is laying behind the play. Nick Young will ease into a three.
And Steph Curry was wide open on the other side. I thought he might take one dribble that way.
Speaking of wide open, and Harrell blocked Draymond from behind. And Draymond's going to get a tee. Now, they're going to tend to Blake Griffin on the other end.
He was very awkward in his move to the basket and landed awkwardly.
Oh, beautiful pass from Paul Foul. What a gorgeous look that was by Bell. Let's hope the call's out.
Oh, he hit his.
Oh, boy. Every game, it just seems like he's got a player that's getting hurt. So the final score, and now as you look at Vince Carter, and what was a very difficult period of time and will be until he gets the report on Patrick McCaw. That's just great sportsmanship by both teams and everything that we witnessed tonight, the Kings and the Warriors. Well, coming up next, more on that. It's Kings post-game live, as it's brought to you by Metro PCS, and for that we get to the concourse, and here's Jim Kozimor.
Grant, Jerry, thank you very much. That's a neat picture right there as Vince Carter went over to talk to Steve Kerr, and now getting word with Draymond Green. Vince Carter, more than anyone in this building, wants to say